everyone. I'm Haley Jenkins, coach at Lurk Grant Writing and founder of Golden Isles Grant Writing. Welcome to our new series all about becoming certified as a grant writer. We're going to be talking about everything from the purpose of getting certified, studying for the exams, maintaining your certification, and finding the best training. Today, we're going to be specifically focusing on how to study for the GPC. That's the Grant Professional Certification. Now, literally speaking, you don't need a certification to be a successful grant writer. Seriously, I know dozens of successful grant writers winning funding without letters behind their names. I've personally been doing this for 5 years and have secured over $1 million in grant funding for my clients without it. But I wanted to take on the challenge, and now that I'm standing on the other side in one piece, I wanted to share my journey with you because it was a bit of a doozy at times. While I can't talk about the actual content of the exam, I think it's really important that I share my personal experience because knowing what I know now would have been super helpful. Let's get into what study habits were the best use of my time, what was a waste of my time, and what you can expect if you're going to take the GPC exam. So, what's the GPC exam all about? GPC stands for Grant Professional Certification, which is offered by the Grant Professional Certification Institute. This exam is meant to highlight folks who have solid knowledge and hands-on experience in grantsmanship. To take the GPC exam, you need to fill out the eligibility survey, pay the registration and exam fee, and submit an eligibility packet. If you're approved, you can choose a testing center or opt for remote proctoring and then schedule your exam date and time. To qualify for the exam, you need to score at least 120 out of 170 points in the 4 categories of the eligibility packet. This in itself felt like submitting a grant proposal. The exam itself is offered in 2 parts, an essay and a multiple choice exam. You are allotted up to 4 hours for the multiple choice section and 90 minutes for the essay section and can take it in person or in an online proctored exam. If you're close to a designated testing facility, I highly recommend taking it in person. I thought that taking it from the comfort of my own home would be nice, but the setup procedure for taking the online proctored exam was a royal pain. If you've ever had to do anything with Lockdown Browser, you know the struggle. Now let's talk about what test prep tactics and processes brought the best results for me and what was the best use of my time. One of the most helpful test prep methods was having an accountability partner. Shout out to Melissa. Initially, we challenged each other to submit our eligibility packets within the same time period. She gave me insights on putting together the packet. Pro tip: GPCI audits 10% of eligibility packets submitted, so make sure that you have good records about any continuing education you've received or courses that you've led. Melissa and I made dates to check in about our progress and both studied from the same online course. It kept me motivated to stay on track with the application process and studying for the exam. Also made preparing for the exam way less isolating as sometimes the grant profession can be. And it helped me keep the right mindset when going into the exam. Something else that helped me studying was to intentionally set aside 1 to 2 sessions per week and incentivizing myself with a treat for studying, truly Pavloving myself. Let's be real. If you're a full-time consultant or an in-house grant writer, there probably isn't a ton of time in your day for you to study on top of your regular responsibilities. Making studying fun for myself truly helped me look forward to completing each session. Plus, after the exam itself, my husband and I took some intentional time off that afternoon to get drinks at a local brewery to celebrate. At Learn Grant Writing, one of our core beliefs are to celebrate every milestone and win along the way. These strategies made preparing for the exam much more manageable and helped me stay in the best mindset I could be in, even when the exam itself was pretty frustrating. Now let's get into what study techniques were a complete waste of time. Honestly, most of the preparation material from GPCI simply did not help. Sorry, not sorry, y'all need an update on your materials. I attended a couple of the fireside chats where I thought we would get into exam content, but these sessions were more about Grant Professionals Association members who have the GPC credential and about GPA in general. I was really looking forward to getting into preparing for the exam. The literature review linked on the website hasn't had an update since 2017. It's chock full of books and resources about the grant writing profession, but I really didn't find it that helpful when studying for the GPC exam specifically. It was hard to know where to look on this guide for the exam preparation. They did have a couple of study guides created by other GPA chapters advertised on the website, but noted that they do not endorse them or create them. I really wish we could have had 1 or 2 study materials that were created or officially endorsed by GPCI to help narrow down study materials. I found practice exams on Udemy that were extremely disappointing for this certification. I'm one who studies really well and loves to use my resources properly. So I took the practice Udemy exams a ton of times until I got 100% on both practice exams. But when it came time to actually take the real exam, surprise! surprise, it was like I was taking a completely different test. The practice exams just didn't cover the material in any helpful way. I do not recommend these. And the top 10 mistakes when studying for the GPC video, no offense, it was a bust. Super unhelpful. I was really frustrated trying to use that resource. Coming out of the GPC exam mostly unscathed, here's my biggest takeaway from studying for the exam. It's not just about memorizing their core competencies. You need to really understand the concepts and know how to apply them the way GPCI expects. In the exam, there might be multiple right answers, but you have to pick what you think is the best one. It's all about understanding the nuances. So, why did I decide to get this certification? What would I do differently if I were to take it again? I'm already a member of the Global Grant Writers Collective and have my grant writing certification through them, but I'm always looking to up my game. Keeping my skills sharp and staying certified is important to me, and I wanted to see how the GPC credential could help. With the collective, you learn enough to be effective quickly. Their focus is on helping you earn and learn, centering around getting a paid project to teach you how to find grants and write successful proposals. It's ideal for beginners to look to gain practical, hands-on experience. On the other hand, the GPC credential offers a much more comprehensive and in-depth approach to grant education. It's better suited for those who already have some experience and can draw on that when studying. It's definitely not the best fit for a total newbie. For those just starting out, the collective provides an excellent foundation, and then you can pursue the GPC to further advance your skills and expertise. They're not absolutely necessary, but they can definitely boost your credibility and help you stand out. Just keep in mind it's not cheap, almost $900 for non-GPA members. You need to decide if it's worth it for you. If I were to take the GPC exam again, I would give myself a lot more time to prepare, study from multiple sources, and maybe try to find some more grant professionals who had taken the exam before for more advice. I'd also opt to take the exam in person. To wrap it up, studying for the GPC was a mix of trial and error. Having an accountability partner was a lifesaver, but some of the recommended resources weren't great. Focus on understanding concepts over memorizing facts, and remember to choose the best right answer. Certifications like the GPC can add value, but they're not essential to be successful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And be sure to check out the next video in our series about what grant certifications are out there for grant writers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.